This is Lance from Lance's Auto Vlog, and I'm back with another video. So I'm going to review these Hertz Millie Legend MK 165.3. Not really a review, but I would say an unboxing and tell you what I generally think of these speakers. Honestly, I think they're awesome. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you are interested or think you like these speakers. So I'm downstairs in our little warehouse slash woodroom slash catch-all area, and we're looking at these Hertz Millie Legend MLK 165.3 two-way components. This is their flagship speaker when it comes down to it, and you can see it's 300 watts RMS. It's going to have in the box, it's going to have their V-shaped driver, a passive crossover, grill, a tweeter, manual, and we can check it out. So when you get the box, get the manual here. That gives you instruction, but that covers all the Millie line speakers. Then you're going to get the grill, and it's going to have their proprietary grill, which is real cool. And then you're going to get their Millie Legend driver, the 1650.3, which is a 16.5-inch mid-bass driver with a V-shaped cone, rubber surround, this aluminum basket, and it's going to have a neodymium magnet with a vent cooling pole in the back. Very good design speaker. So why people put neodymium on a magnet? A, it's expensive, so that will drive the cost up, but it also enhances the performance of the driver. So when you think about it, a 6.5-inch driver, most of your woofers or most of your 6.5s are inexpensive, I should say, are going to have a composite, I wouldn't say composite, but a cast basket and a composite speaker material for the actual magnet. That's less expensive, way less expensive. Now, they're great for overall performance, but they get large when you have to actually put a lot of power to them. So if you got a large amount of powered speaker, and that heavy magnet is going to keep that speaker from jumping out of the gap. That's really what the magnet does. It's a control device. So you're also going to have all the hardware that comes with it. You're going to have screws. You're going to have speed clips, retaining clips for the actual 6.5 for the tweeter, and a little truck key in there in the back. And then you're going to also have the Millie 1800 28 millimeter tweeter. So why would you get a 28 millimeter tweeter? The 28 millimeter tweeter is going to give you the ability to play lower frequencies on a tweeter. Now, is it going to play what a 6.5 is going to do? No. So typically you're going to find tweeter sizes from 20, 23, 25 to 28. And there's probably bigger ones than that, but that's the biggest I've seen as far as on a tweeter. And the good thing about having a tweeter that's that big is that you can place it high in the dash, and it'll play lower crossover frequencies on the tweeter, which gives you a better range at the when the tweeter is separated from the actual driver. So most people, you don't want to put a tweeter down low, you want to put it up high. So that's going to be the benefit of actually having a tweeter in that location. Then you're going to have the crossover. Now this crossover is pretty cool from the standpoint of design. It's big, it's not little. So you look at it next to the driver and the tweeter. It's a sizable size. It's going to have 2 inputs, mid driver, and it's going to have a tweeter input. So you can buy into this particular setup if you wanted to. It's going to have 2 inputs and 1 out and 2 outputs. Bi-amping gives you the ability to run a separate amp to each input. It also has the actual crossover adjustments internally, which is really cool. Now, why would you want all those adjustments on a crossover? Because that's going to give you the performance and the control if you're not doing a DSP. Now, the minute you start buying speakers like this, you probably want to look at a DSP. So, with that said, these speakers are very outstanding when it comes down to all that performance. You can put them in the door, do some deadening on it, and it's going to be outstanding sounding. Smooth tweeter. Now, Is this tweeter for everybody? I wouldn't say everybody. And there's always gonna be a one speaker that fits different people. But if you got them and you want to check them out, go check them out at the store. Make sure they have them on display. And that way you can hear the performance of that speaker. Typically most of our installs, which I've done in the past, this driver and this tweeter is going to be in that install. We do make some changes, but typically this is going to be an install, especially with the customer base we have. So like, subscribe, and comment down below. Peace.